Okay, pleasant good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, part of the world. Good morning as well. Welcome to a program, Crossfire. Today is Tuesday, July 6, 2021. Today is the first edition of the program, Crossfire. Crossfire comes away from 4 p.m. to 6 on this radio, 94.7 megahertz, Brush FM. My name is Samuel Prosper Divan Kamara. I am your host. I'm taking through up to 6 p.m. You can stay with me. Don't go away. And come up on today program. Okay, come up on today's edition of the program. Coming up on today's edition of the program, we'll be looking at a few topics to discuss this afternoon or this evening. Comments blast weird critics on COVID. We're going to be talking about it this evening. Another point is the John Security of Liberia had a meeting yesterday when it comes to the COVID-19 restriction or protocol in Kakata, Mangibi County. Mangibi County is not a hotspot and in Liberia with 39 active new cases coming up from Mangibi County. So there's a new restriction on place in Mangibi, but the John Security. I'm going to be telling more about that protocol or restriction. Another dismiss. This one, the president of Liberia has dismissed, the Liberia Airport Authority boss. That's Bishop John Allen Clay. For what? For administrative reason. We're going to talk more about that coming up on this program. Also, Senator Prince Johnson has finally resigned. From why? Just for us as we go to drive it through this show, we're going to tell you how which committee he has resigned or what post he has stepped down from. And this COVID-19 thing is very serious in Liberia. We have a total confirmed cases in Liberia, 4,918 cases, active confirmed cases. We have 2,320 active confirmed cases. We have coming in 48 new cases. Yes, as of yesterday, 48 new cases. As of today, the Ministry of Health has not informed us, or NFIL has not informed us of new entries. But for now, as it stands, we have 48 new cases. Yeah, this thing is very, 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 very serious. Now we have total death. We have 134 deaths since COVID started in Liberia. We have the amount of 134 deaths. Yesterday we recorded one new death. Yeah, yesterday one new death was recorded, and we have a recovery of 2,464. 2,464 out from 4,918. So you do the mathematics there, and we have 52 people have recovered since yesterday up to now. We have 53 new recoveries since yesterday up to now. And also the MCC is the Monrovia City Corporation, have come up with the COVID-19 health protocols. What are those protocols, or what are these protocols? We're going to be talking about it subsequently in our program. And also, we're going to be speaking to the United Blind Association We're going to be speaking to the another Blind Association of Liberia, uh, and on the program. So coming up in a minute, we're going to be talking to the another Blind Association of Liberia. So that's a shape here this afternoon. Wherever you are watching us from, you're watching Brush. You're watching Brush TV, Brush FM, Send TV, and this is Crossfire. I'll be back after our theme song. All the battery are dead. Excuse me, Mr. Jeremy. I wonder how you make your head on in the press release today. Although I read the news every day, but I'm really still getting confused now. And I just want to ask you some questions. Oh, is it based on money? Is it based on presidency? Is it based on technology? Is it based on war? Tell me, we are your head. Oh, we are your story. There's no job, no money for hustlers. We got bigger and harder. We got bigger to be. There's no job, no money for hustlers. Okay. Welcome back, and sorry for that break. We have some technical issue. We are working on it. Thanks to our technical team for solving such technical problem. We are going to go strictly into the program now. No time to waste because we have wasted so many time of many of our time. So let's go now to our first talking point. Now, there are several series of talking points we have to talk about this evening. So you just get set and ready as you put your get the pen ready, you get your note ready, note about to take some note, and also have your phone charged. And then also we're going to make it interactive at a certain point in time. This is the program Crossfire. This is the first edition of the program Crossfire. So let's take our first talking point here on the program Crossfire. We are about to crossfire not the issue of guns now, intellectual yeah, intellectual crossfire this evening or afternoon. Let's take our first talking point here. The issue of the COVID-19, as I said earlier on, COVID-19, we have active confirmed cases in Liberia now. We have 2,320 active confirmed cases. Just today, or just yesterday, we have 48 new cases. And every day the number increases, 48. We don't know what infill for now to tomorrow, what the number will increase, infill will increase it to, not infill will increase it, but still, what the number of COVID will increase, because infill don't just go about increasing numbers. When people are come down with the virus, then the number is inflated. So we have currently 2,320 confirmed cases. Just yesterday, as I said, we have 48 new cases. Yeah, 48 new cases came in yesterday. We have a total of 134 deaths. And just yesterday, we reported one death yesterday and 52 new recoveries. Yeah, that's good news. That's good news. Thanks to NCO, thanks to the health authorities of Liberia, all of our counties health authority. Thanks so much. So we have 52 new recoveries, meaning those who was confirmed, active patients of COVID, active patient of COVID. Those are confirmed as an active patient of COVID. Now, 53 of them yesterday was free of the charge, or free of this virus, So it's a good news, but it's not also good. It's also good enough because we as Liberians we have to take this thing to ourselves. We have to take the COVID issue very seriously. We must always wear our masks, always wash our hands, always observe social distancing, always observe these things to be on the safe side. To be on the safe side. We are passing in various communities as I noticed that buckets are no longer even horses like that before. When the first wave came of coronavirus, the second wave came, the urgency Liberians put into place by putting buckets, even various houses, mosques, churches, business centers, and buckets are I know where we from these days. You enter into a community, you find out of 10 houses you find one house with a bucket, and that's bad. We're not observing social distancing. Let me say kudos to the police, the joint security that comprises of the police, the fire service, the immigration, the LDA, and somebody else, and one of the security apparatus. They are doing extremely well. So still on this COVID-19 stuff here, let's talk about Margibi County, where the joint security had a meeting and it is decided, because there are the new 39 cases that are coming. They have 39 new cases. So out of the 48 new cases that came in, 39 came from what? Margibi. Came from Margibi. So now Margibi is a hotspot. Margibi is now a hotspot. So there are some protocols put in place. Now, one of these protocols is the issue of washing hands, and the John Security said that they're going to make sure that effect, this protocol to the letter. When you're coming from Kakatan, you must wash your hand at the gate. They have erected checkpoints. They have erected checkpoints. Yes, they have erected checkpoints. Make sure you wash your hands before you leave Kakatan. You enter into Kakatan. You make sure you wash your hands as well before going into Kak City. So now Kak City is one of the hotspots now because we have 39 new cases as of yesterday. So serious attention have to be placed on Margibi County. So I'm not surprised to have heard the John Security yesterday convert a meeting and decided to come with some restriction. Decided to implement the 20% into entertainment center. And this is one of the things we're not adhering to. Even though we wear masks, we don't wear masks. We just say we just we just take everything other normal thing. Still talking about the COVID-19 thing. The Ministry of Health came up with protocols that carry fine when you violate the protocol. For example, one of the protocols that state you should have 20% in an entertainment center, banks, business place, not more than 20. And even if they are there, they should observe social distance. They should observe it. So not more than that. So if the health ministry found that you have, or the John Security, who is the enforcing arm of the protocol, the health ministry is not going around enforcing it. The John Security is the enforcement. They are the enforcing arm of this protocol. So when they go around and see that you are more than 20, you'll close down and they fine you $200 USD. And they have been doing extremely well. They have closed several businesses down. I don't know why they have opened these businesses, because they have been closed. So I wonder why they have opened these businesses. They are also closed down funeral homes who have funeral service that comprises more than 50 persons. Struck a funeral home, another funeral home are to follow. Other funeral home are to follow. So many businesses were closed down, and they paid a fine of 200 USD. Now, the Monrovia City Corporation (MCC), in a press conference from the mayor himself, Jefferson Koji, have stated they are come with their own protocol. So the health ministry have their own protocols. Likewise, the Monrovia City Corporation, because they have jurisdiction, over Monrovia. They have jurisdiction over Monrovia. So they have come up with a fine. Anybody that will violate the protocol, these protocols will be fined $1,500 US dollar. Will be fined $1,500 United States dollars. If they go to your business center and they see more than 20 persons, if they go to the business center and see more than 20 persons, it will fine you. And you have to pay that $1,500. Your business will be closed until that $1,500 go into the revenue of the government. So the first fine were $200, 200 USD. Now, MCC is saying their fine is 1,500. And also for pedestrian, who walk along the street, who don't ride motorbikes, who don't ride car, who walk along the street. If you are walking along the street without a mask in the city of Monrovia and its environs, without a mask, you will be arrested, and then you have to pay the fine of 1,000 Liberian dollars before they free you. And then they won't just free you; you have to put on a mask. 1,000 Liberian dollars before they free you. So, but the issue is whether this law will be implemented. Whether this law will be implemented. Because to see someone pay $1,500 dollars, yeah, I want to see the first person, or the first business that will fall prey. The first business that will fall prey to this. So let's now move from COVID-19 and move to other issues, that in the news, and one of the issues that all around the news now is the issue of the dismissal of the LAA bus. The Bishop John Ali Clay, Bishop John Clay was appointed by the president 2018 to serve in his position. First, he was acting he acted for 2 years plus in his position, and he was recently confirmed or appointed proper. He was recently confirmed or appointed by the president as a proper general director or commissioner for that agency of government. So he had been dismissed according to the executive mansion West South. He has been dismissed for administrative reason, and immediately he's assisting, according to the president, he's assisting with filling that gap until a new person is appointed to that post. Why? If he is the president, that too much, he releasing people off the post. So now, no student go on turn now. If you are, he sack you, replace you. So now, everybody will not be watchful of how to do. But now, how? Why, for what cost? Though they are saying for administrative reason, why would a bishop didn't resign his post honorably, but was sacked or fired or asked to relinquish his post or dismissed? He got dismissed. Whenever you are dismissed from your post, it's a signal. Either your hand might be cut in a cookie jar, in a web of corruption. I'm not saying he was caught in a web of corruption. But what who have prompted the president dismissing? We're hearing that when those things came from fines or other things, there was some. So we still gathering some information on that. He played a laissez-faire role as the head of the Liberia Airport Authority. There was a laissez-faire role play. So we are just alleging of Jesus, around. We're hearing. But the real thing, the real news of that will come out. Did he play a laissez-faire role in welcoming the president back from France? Did he play a laissez-faire role in handling those equipment that came, that COVID-19 equipment that came from France? What is happening? What prompted as soon as the president came back? What happened? Or did he squander? some resources. That's not a good name for the Jubilee, pastor. It's a good thing to better, resign honorably, but to be dismissed. It can be, in my view, we everyone are appointed by the president. You work by the way and pleasure of the president. So you don't have to commit a crime or corrupt or say something all the way or wrong the president before the president can dismiss you. The president can appoint today and tomorrow he dismiss you because why? You operate or you work at the will and pleasure of the president. But at times, you may have pushed the president to send you packing. So what's happening? Did he play a laissez-faire role in handling the welcome of the president? What did he do this time around? What did the Bishop of Jubilee Church, did this time around? After acting successfully for some time, was appointed proper as LAA boss proper. So, do you see it as something? Why would the man of God, be dismissed? Why would the president dismiss this man of God? Why? If there's something featured, if there's something smelling, having done something, you can have your say. It's a crossfire. We are cross-pollinating ideas. This is why we call it crossfire. We are cross-pollinating ideas. We are intellectualizing, this war front. But it's a war front, but it's not the one we use guns. It's an intellectual war front, crossfire. We are crossfire in analysis of people. We are crossfiring statement of people. We are crossfiring why this man was sacked. We want to hear from the public. Are you smelling something? Are you hearing something? Or did you hear something? Because what I'm gathering is that he may have played a laissez-faire role, in the president coming back, from France, the way in which things were handled at the airport didn't go well with the president. That's what I'm hearing from. It's unconfirmed. It is unconfirmed. So what do you know about this? What do you know about this? So, and another thing I want to talk about again is the issue of Senator Prince Johnson, the Emma County senator. The most talk about senator now, people are calling for the war crime court. People are calling for the war crime court, to be established. Not only him alone, but because of the war crime court issue, because of the gravity of people calling for the war crime court, when the election of the position of the chairman of the Senate Committee on Defense, Security, and Veteran Affairs were contested by this Senator Johnson, and he won on white ballot at the time. Meaning, Senator, I think Steve, back off from the process, and Senator Johnson won on a white ballot immediately, because this sign is single. A man who Liberians are calling for the war crime code, a man who name has been placed on the TRC report, a man who most Liberians feel that he has always been already found guilty of war crimes against humanity. Then hearing the Senate Committee on Security, on Defense, on Veteran Affairs, then a man who chairs that committee on security, and people are calling for the war crime code against him. So right away, America too, in the wisdom, came up with a press release condemning the appointment or condemning the election of on Prince Ward Johnson. They condemn it. Say this is not a good sign for justice. Then we keep on warning people in this country who have done wrong to go with impunity. We keep on warning people in this country who have done wrong with jobs. Check in the House of Representatives. Before back we have Kafari. We elected him there. We were there. Prince Johnson, George Boley. The others there. Other they didn't hold gone, but the alien debate. So America in a wisdom spark of debate. He said, no, we don't work with this man. Because this man has question mark when it comes to the security system of life. He has a question mark. So the president cannot steer the committee on defense, security, and veteran affairs of the Senate, because we don't want to meet this person. Because when we're discussing security matter, this is the same man like when people are saying. So now, finally, after some weeks, week past, there were noise around, people condemned the House of Senate, people blame Steve Jackson, had to withdraw, even his party take have a position statement on him, there are all other things, and then when the whole thing subsided for weeks. Now, Prince Johnson has officially, whether you are coerced by your colleagues, whether you are coerced by friends, whether you are coerced by family to step down from that committee or to resign from that committee, God knows. He has finally resigned from that committee. So this is talked around town. So now, those who are saying Prince Johnson should not chair that committee on defense and security because he will be meeting, and discussing the issue of the war crime code. You on defense, if the war crime code is to be established, if they are discussing security matter, who are they go to? So that's they go to Prince Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson. So that's the reason why Labrine was saying, no, this is not a rightful man to chair this committee. Because if there be any security advice in the country for the establishment of a war crime code and economics, you think Prince Johnson will say yes? No. As a chairman on that committee, he will vehemently say no. He will vehemently. So that's why the American government was looking at and said, no, this man is not a right. We refer to the Senate as the House of Elders. This time around, the House of Elders make a serious mistake. It make a serious mistake. So America put the money in something, you run, and go now, it will happen. America say we cannot work with the person. I believe there was some compromisation behind the scene. There was some talk behind the scene. But now let's see. Let's say he has resigned for this committee. Now let's see what America will come another statement commending. Should I say commending Prince Johnson? I don't think. For me, I believe he will coerce. Yes, he will definitely coerce to resign because I know Prince Johnson very, 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 very hard to let something go. So I believe you coerce for the betterment of, because if the American government can have issue with the House of Senate, I mean, if anything come out of House of Senate, the American government will have no part of playing it. So Prince Johnson has finally resigned from that position, from that committee. He didn't state any reason, but he has resigned. I like the way he did it. He allowed for the whole noise, for all the noise to calm down. Everyone has forgotten, so let it be there. There's someone saying in Liberia, we caught noise for 1 week, maximum 2 weeks, and finish away. So we let people go with impunity in this country. We'll soon be taking your calls. We'll open the phone lines very shortly, so you can have your say on this dismissal of Bishop John Allen Clay and the resignation of Honorable Prince Wyatt Johnson from the committee, as a chairman on the Committee of Defense, Security, and Veteran Affairs. So very shortly, we going to take calls from our listeners. So any moment for now, we're going to open the phone lines for you to have your say on this program. This is the program you're listening to is Crossfire. On this program, we cross-pollinate ideas, we cross-pollinate views of the newsmakers, we cross-pollinate people who are making headlines in the news. We come on the platform, we cross-pollinate them, not by guns, not by bullets, but by common sense. By common sense. We intellectualize the discussion here. So we're going to open the phone lines very shortly so you can have your say on this. Do you think it was the best thing for Prince Johnson to have done, to resign, the honorable thing to do, to have resigned? So we're going to be taking calls very shortly so you can have a say. Do you think it was the best thing for him to resign? And what could now be the mind of Uncle Sam? Uncle Sam is the USA. What could be the mind and what could be the thinking? What could they be thinking? Because the whole doesn't Prince Johnson resign from the committee. Who is expected to chair this committee? So there's an upcoming election within the Senate for this position. Because it is an elected position. So we're going to take a call. What do you make of the resignation of the most talked about committee headed by Prince Wyatt Johnson? Let's go forward. Let's take a little bit of our team song. I'll come back now. We will open the phone lines on 0776 360979, 0776 360979, or 0880 34 61 69. When I come back, we're going to open the phone lines. You're going to have a call, have a say on this program. What do you make of the resignation of Prince Wyatt Johnson? Let's go for our team. So when I come back, we're going to go to the phone lines. Tell me, we are made your we are made your story. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major heaven, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. I'm taking up coverage, the rainy season coming soon. They don't get old, all the houses are full of leakage, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the window, they need us keep with our children. Since the time you went to war to fight, you never did to see them. Children have no shelter, children have no medication. Children have no one to call your friend, the children have no food. We got major heaven, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. We got major heaven, we got major stories. There is no job, no money for hustlers. How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help out there? Most especially women. No job, no money. No cause, no glory. No help for women. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you help? Yes, indeed. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? No love for the poor man. No justice for the poor. But indeed, we're going to have justice for the poor. Coming up shortly, we're going to talk to the United Blind Association of Liberia and then Spasco with the World Franco. But we want to hear from you now. What do you make of the resignation of Prince Ward Johnson from the most talked about committee. He was chairing the committee on defense, security, and veteran affairs. So 0776 0776 360 979 0776 360 or 0880 34 61 69. These are the numbers you can call this afternoon and be live here on the program Crossfire this evening. Take up coverage, the rainy season coming soon. In the ghetto, all the houses are full of niggas, nowhere to sleep. Come and see the widow, they need us keep with our children. Since the day you went to war to fight, you know they could see them. Children have no shelter, oh, children have no education. Children have no one to call their friend, the children have no food. Man, it's poor, it's weird. You get it, though? It's poor, it's poor. How many people do you cherish? How many people do you hear about it? Most especially women. No job, no money. No clothes, no glory. No help from women. That's what we know. How many people do you love? How many people do you cherish? How many people do you hear about it? Most especially women. No job, no money. No clothes, no glory. No help from women. That's what we know. Okay, now keep a call. Come on 0776 360 979 0776 360 979 or 0880 34 61 69. These are the number you call. What do you make of Prince Ward Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson resigning from the most talked about committee, that he was heading? He won the elections. The election was held, and he won the election on a web ballot. Last month on a web ballot. And then when after the election, let's see. I take this question on the line. Good morning. Sorry. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you calling from?
This is Dennis and I join you in this article.
Okay. You want to talk about any of our talking points? You want to talk about it?
Yes. Yes. That's what I call.
Go ahead.
You see, Senator Johnson should have been pressured by the international world or community and probably by some of his police. But they were only left with his police, he was not going to resign. But it is because of the pressure from the U.S. embassy that caused him to resign. Though he has resigned, but there are still bad apples there. You still have Bani Lamipoto Shema there, who is occupying another position that is so lucrative. The Committee on Judiciary. And you know that if he plays on a bench and looking at our country to be able to curb some of these problems, my brother, we need to establish the war crime code. And,
So should Vanish Sherman also relinquish his position?
He has not.
Should he?
Oh yes. Because the U.S. have a problem with it. And this is why when they came up with that statement that all of the assets have been frozen and he's being banned for traveling to America. Yes. So he needs to relinquish that position. And secondly, the war crime code issue is something that we have been talking about Psalms was outnumbered. The president needs to see reason to make sure that the war crime program in the country, and it showed that those who committed
should the president or should our lawmakers?
Is there?
Should the president or it should be our lawmakers?
Look, Mr. Kamara, this is authority coming from those two branches to blind the eyes of we the Liberians so that we will say our president is watching the war crime code, but it is our legislators who don't want to agree. But you remember in 2019 when the president returned from the U.S. General Assembly, all right? What have been the problem for that document to be languishing in the House of Legislature?
No, but they are waiting the president. They are waiting the president.
So why is it now the president cannot issue a 2-line paragraph and say, look, I want to put now in my country?
No, but
as a result of the corona fight,
okay,
our people, need to step up the game. The fight, we want to employ some of the opposition members and other people who are in Liberia and outside of Liberia, and even the CEO of this very station. Almost all of the time I listen to him and a lot of program on the station. In the fight against coronavirus. So we want to appreciate them to some level, but they need to step up the game. We're waiting on you, my brother.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. That's our call there. Talking there's so many issues. Vanish Sharma is also in the house, so he's calling on Vanish Sharma to also relinquish such position he's occupying as the chairman on judiciary. Let's go by the line and take this caller here. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Anywhere you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling CZD and I'm calling from the word that Sarah J.J. number 2.
Let's hear you, my brother.
I had an issue of the Johnson resigning for that committee. I don't think it's the best thing. The best thing Senator Johnson is do is get the thing and say, and let the people see reasoning which is in the water code. Like when just wondering that we are listening.
How will it change that order who?
He said over the international community. Because, after I've been hearing about the water code, my issue was the water code to come. But seeing those people are committed atrocities, and the same people that were put in raise battle for them. So the best water code that were put to have brought over the past time was to leave the people out and not to elect them. Why would you elect the people after seeing that right now the country is financial crisis and you are calling on the water code? So the issue of putting the water code, I'm not in support of it for now. I'm not in support of it for now because we are the few people that will raise battle for the people. Why would they come back here and say the people should leave this position? Knowing that Senator Johnson or the other men, they tell one atrocity. You went and voted the men massively and you are trying that the men should leave power. That's not necessary. The same water code that I'm supposed to have brought was to leave the people out and not to elect them. You can't elect the men, you are telling the men to leave the position after 6 years of time. So my brother, the issue of the water code is not possible right now to come.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're going to talk about that on the flip side of the program, Crossfire. We're going to just chip in the work from because it's a concern to everybody. When the first caller script point out the president, I've not yet received anything from the House, but they have written the president. They have made a recommendation to the president, and I made chip on it just now a little bit and talk about it a little bit and see how best we can also discuss it on this platform because it's everybody's business now. Because we were strongly in favor of the work crime code. The work crime code must come and it must come. So, but now we're talking about Senator Prince Johnson, also the dismissal of the Labor and Airport Authority boss, Bishop John Allen Clay, was dismissed by the president, and Prince Johnson, Senator Prince Johnson also resigned as chairman on the Horses Committee. Let's take the person on the line. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm okay. Where am I calling from?
My name is Mahmoud Masaleh. I'm calling you from Eastview.
Let's hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I want to speak a little bit about the issue at the airport.
All right.
We are not quite sure exactly what led to the dismissal of the bishop, but I think a lot going on at our airport that is totally out of order. Quite recently, I just had a vacation here, and when I got to the airport, I was charged like $70, and really like for COVID testing or whatever something. So at the end of the day, I just didn't see any doctor. No one came to me. It was the other guys, the immigration guys at the desk, who just gave me some number to check out my COVID result. I was like,
but you didn't do any test.
No test at all. I didn't see anybody, no medical practitioner. The one person I remember that had little medical background from the look of things was the guy who was doing the temperature check, you know. And at the end of the day, I was just given a piece of paper with some weird number. Hey, if you go and check your COVID test, I was like, what's going on? You know, besides the money, right? Even if the means of, you know, like somehow generating funds, but at least it should be based on something that is credible, the promise will pay, you know. And besides, also I was reading something on the US website recently about, sorry, that was our own website here. The health ministry was having a restriction that people from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh for the past 14 days shouldn't be allowed entrance in Liberia. So probably people are not being, you know, staff or the actual guidelines that were given by the Ministry of Health are not to follow some. It might lead to, you know, like someone dismissed. So I'm not just sure, but I think a lot of people are actually out of order at our airport and it needs to be fixed.
Thank you so much for calling, my brother.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Okay, what do you make of the dismissal of the Labor Airport Authority, you know, boss, Bishop Adi Clay, was dismissed today by the president? It isn't a good thing. It's not running the airport, you know, correctly. Is something happening? What do you make of the? It is timely, or it is related, you know, or it is an appropriate time. What do you make of it? You know, have you observed any discrepancy at the airport? Have you observed, you know, the airport is not being orderly, you know, as compared to other airports? You know, what are you gathering from there? Or you haven't seen any hand mark of this director that was dismissed? But then why the president went for long? 2018, he was acting, and quite recently the president making proper, and into a quite recently as well too, he was also dismissed. So what are you getting? Or what is smelling? Keep a calls coming to 0776 360979, 0776 360979, or 0880 34 61 69, and then be live on the show. This is a Crossfire presentation, and I'm Samuel Prosper Divan Camera. I'm going to this edition of the show. So keep a course. What do you also make of Prince Johnson resigning from this committee? Was he coerced by colleagues? Was he coerced by a family members, or he was coerced by the Liberian populace? Because there was serious concern, serious issue on this. He was elected as chairman for this, on this committee. There was serious public outcry that said no, he shouldn't have been elected on this position, because a man of such, you know. Let's take the person here. Hello. Good evening. Hello? Hello? Are you there? Hello? Okay, we are not getting this call correctly. So keep a call coming on 0776 360 979 or 0880 34 61 69, the number you can call and then have your say on this platform here this afternoon. What we make up, there are a lot of talking points we talk about the job security. There's a checkpoint now in Cork City. If we enter in the Cork town, you pass through checkpoints, and then you have to the routine of the checkpoint. You have to get down, wash your hand, you got to wear masks, and if it is taxi, 3 at the back, 1 at the front, all these protocols now had to be ahead because now Marquee is a hotspot now. We have 39 new cases. 39 new cases coming out of Marquee. So now the job security have gone in Marquee, have increased the strength in Marquee, have increased other protocols in Marquee for to curtail this issue, because out of 48 new cases we have received from yesterday up to now, 48 new cases, 39 is from Marquee County. So which means Marquee now a hotspot in Liberia. So we also talk about that COVID-19. We talk about MCC come of their own protocols. MCC come of their own restriction or I may say protocol. If anyone violates such protocol, you will be paying 1,500. I talk about businesses. Any businesses that violate the protocol, the health protocol of the COVID-19, you will be paying a fine of 1,500 United States dollars. What are some of the protocols of the businesses? According to the protocol, one of the protocols says more than 20 persons should not be at the same time at an entertainment center. More than 20 persons should not be at the same time at a burial, at a funeral, at any funeral home. Mind you, the government also stopped churches from having funeral services. The government has also stopped churches from having funeral services. So all funeral services are to be held at the funeral home. So those funeral homes who don't have chapel, I don't know how I'm going to do it. So all those funeral homes that have chapels, all the funeral service is now being held at the funeral home, not at churches. Now we see most funeral services these days are held at the funeral home. Now, if these services are held at the funeral homes, not more than 20 persons must be in. The rest must be outside, observing social distancing and also wearing a mask. The other time, the joint security closed down Stracker and fined them $200 USD. The other time, they closed some businesses in town. I'm trying to get a listing of those businesses. I don't know by now whether they are paid a fine and they are open. These businesses are not around. They have to pay the $200 fine. Once you pay the fine, you will be open. Your business will be open with a caution. So now the MCC is saying, if you violate, the Ministry of Health says $200 USD, but MCC is saying 1,500 United States dollars. And if you're walking on the street without masks, if they catch you, you will pay $1,011. And the time the task force are to be out from 7 p.m. But I've not seen any of these task force around. Since this was made, since this pronouncement was made, I've been looking out for the task force from 7 p.m. They're going to be outside 7 p.m. up to 4 a.m. I think basically the task force is coming out to implement, the businesses regulation or protocol. Because by 9 o'clock, as a businesses in the country, those operating businesses in the country must be closed by 9. By 9, you must be closed. If you're not closed by 9, when they catch you open, they will fine you 1,500 United States dollars. Even if you're not continuing or having 20% or more than 20% in your shop, if you're not having more than 20% in your club, in your businesses, but 9 o'clock must not mean you open. So more than 20%, you'll be fine. 9 o'clock, you also be fine. So before 9 or by 9 sharp, you close. All businesses have to close. If you are caught opening, now you'll be the forward of the Monrovia City Corporation / with the health ministry, and the MCC are not alone. If you watch during the press conference, you saw Major Cody, you're flanked by the police commander Patrick Sulu, the head of police. You got flanked by the head of police. So this is a collaboration of MCC and the John Security. MCC and the John Security. They are collaborating. So this are the talking point we've been talking on. And also the Minister of Visual Ironically. So now let's talk a little bit of the War Crime Code, a little change, because someone just busted in my mind. Let's talk about it a little bit, then we'll come back. We're going to place call to we're going to have the Blind Association of Liberia on the line. We're going to have one of them on the line. We're going to talk to them, but let's just make some emphasis, on this War Crime Code. Give some synopsis on this War Crime Code here. Will this War Crime Code be held? Will this War Crime Code be held? And some issues we talked about now. When a president came from the UN Assembly, when the question was asked, he said, I do call on the national legislature to advise, and provide guidance. That's exactly what the president said. I do hereby call on the national legislature to advise and provide guidance on all legislative and other necessary measures towards the implementation of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission report, including the establishment of economics and war crime code. So he wrote legislature seeking advice, and they wrote him back. They wrote him back with, I just want to go straight to recommendations. But before they work properly, there are some law need to be repealed. There are some law we need to look at. We've been talking this thing all the free time on the radio, talking about it, but other people who just to tune in want to know. There are laws we say, work on code. There are some things need to be done. There are some law we need to change. There are some law we need to change. So the Accra Peace Agreement, all wrong fashion, it. You think I will attend something, and then put my neck on a timing board. One of the point of ways to say, if we would drop our arms and be successful, I mean, all one of us, or perpetrator of the war, economic crime, we shall have amnesty. We should go free. And yeah, in the Senate, in 2003, it was enacted in the law by the House of Legislature. They acted in the law. So it's a law that gave them amnesty. Or then, from 2003 down from 2002 to 1990 or 1989, down all those that fought war, all those perpetrators, there's an act covering them that they cannot be taken to any court. They cannot be taken to any competent court or jurisdiction. They cannot be taken to worker code to any court for that matter. So it gives them endlessly free way to go. So now the House have a fast president, Mr. President. I think that's a recommendation we had. And then I said the first thing they proposed that let us set up the TJC. The TJC. What is the TJC? The TJC is the Transitional Justice Commission. The Transitional Justice Commission. They say if this commission is set up, Mr. President, then there are recommendations or there are tools they used to work with, or there are things they need to find out. And there are other things to talk about, but I don't want to hook on two. Or let me just read it for you quickly. It said to determine why the TRC number one recommendation, to determine why the TRC recommendations have not been fully and timely implemented. Why this time the TRC recommendation is not fully and timely implemented? Why? Why? Two, to determine whether the TRC fully comply with its mandate, such as face-to-face meeting between perpetrators of crimes and other offenses and their respective victims. Have the TRC promised to meet one-on-one perpetrators, victims? They sit with them. They was with them one-on-one. So this commission will be finding out these things. Also, the mandate of the commission will be to examine the effect of the August 2003 Act of the legislature, which granted general amnesty to all participants in the civil crisis. To all. So this commission will also be looking at that law. Is this law good? Can we revoke this law? Can we cancel this law? Can we repeal this law, or can we change some things in the law, or amend this law by covering them? So another thing, they will also be looking at why 4 commissioners did not sign the final report of the TRC. Why this commission didn't sign? I think we have a Martha Washington and all they didn't sign, right? They didn't sign. Why they did not sign? So this commission will be looking at all these things. Why the report? If the report is not correct, why did it sign? The final report that came out that was Senator Manasarif, 4 commission didn't sign. So this commission will be asking or looking to why 4 didn't sign. Why? Then another one, to examine the effect of the ratification and accession of the Liberia to the Rome Statute in 2004. Then another thing that covered them was the Rome Statute. The Rome Statute in 2004. They also covered them, all those perpetrators that took part or in the war, the civil crisis, to go free, to go scot-free again. So I think about 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? There are 9 recommendations. But just to name a few, the other one, there are many things to talk about. But these 2, the 2003 Act and the 2004 Rome Statutes. With all these things, look when they are look into, then this commission can advise the president now, or say, Mr. President, I think it's prudent for us to establish the War and Economic Crimes Court. Or Mr. President, no, it's not prudent enough for us to establish the War Crime Code. So this commission now, so they work on we're dragging everything because this commission will be set up. This commission not 6 more commission here. Not 6 more